A stunning new report suggests that Disney is preparing for one of its slowest Septembers on record, ever. This coming out of Tom Bricker over there at Disney Tourist blog. Let's see what they have to say about Disney's upcoming bad September. Hello there, welcome to That Park Place. Very much appreciate you clicking on the video, and if you could, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe button if you haven't. Today, joining me is going to be Jonas J. Campbell and the amazing, the incredible WDW Bro. Hello there, everybody.
Howdy.
Hello. Good to be here on this long September.
That's right. More people are joining in to see this video than will be going to Magic Kingdom on some days in September, it looks like, because Vash, Disney Tourist blog, is saying things are not going so well. We thought the summer was slow, but an off-season crowd slowdown is going to make this even worse for Disney. The good news is, folks, if you're wanting to go and enjoy the Disney parks and not have to wait in lines, this is the time to go. If you don't mind all the walls at Magic Kingdom, if you don't mind the changes, we're not telling you got to go, but if you can go, this is the time. This is a great time. Hopefully it cools down just a little bit and you're ready to rock with nobody around you, not a single person in sight, and you can even test out the acoustics of Main Street in a way you've never done before, calling out into the crevices in the alleys to see if an echo comes back.
Absolutely. I mean, if you want to actually see the parks at all and want to experience the lowest wait times, that maybe have ever been recorded, that's a good time to go. But for Disney's prospects, man, maybe that's not the greatest outcome right there. Jonas, you were about to say something real fast.
No, I was of course gearing up for a little joke there. But looking at this is interesting because I think that Mickey's Not So Scary, which they're already selling stuff for Not So Scary at this point. I think those are doing well. So the after hour stuff, the rich people, forgive me if I just called you a rich person and you don't consider yourself such. You're in the US of A, baby.
Well, it's a local thing, right? Exactly. Most of the locals, Floridians, are going to Mickey's Not So Scary to take their kids. It's a Halloween tradition now. But the thing is, Jonas, in this article, I guess what is noteworthy, so much so, is that there was an expectation, perhaps an anticipation, that despite the fact that it was a slow summer, that it would kind of level off and we would just stay there through the fall. Well, Tom Bricker is saying that's not exactly what is happening now, that they're anticipating even lower crowd levels. The hope had been that the summer was now kind of an off season in this strange, bizarro world. We've covered that in the past, that was the, I guess, the new assessment of summer. It's just too dang hot. And everybody was buying into that. I said not. That's not how it's going to go down. Now it looks like we're right. The summer, and I know, listen, it's a little braggadocious to say, but we got to say it. Summer is still the vacation time for going to Disney. And of course, crowd levels are going to crash in the fall, and that's what they're doing. And here we are. Now it's the true off season. They already, Jonas, this is what's amazing. Some of these websites were already having to reconfigure their crowd measurement systems because it was hitting the lowest of the low. Like they were hitting, if it's a thermometer, like the mercury was at the bottom. Well, they gotta get a bigger thermometer now because, you can't just come out every day and be like, well, the crowd levels are still at level 0. That makes for a poor, boring reading over an entire month of 0, still 0. Yup, it's 0. Well, no, it's a 0.
I love how that must be that new math, to use a 40, 50-year-old joke. Looking at this, again, Disney has been coasting on fumes for a very long time, and we've hit a period in the U.S. economy where people they're not longing for the days of Disney. Disney's not giving them something to fantasize about going to in the same way that they used to. With Epic Universe gearing up and doing bigger things, and the rumors of the next expansion along the horizons, that's the thing that's got everyone's attention. That's the thing that when people say, I want to take my kids to that, they're not saying, oh, we're going to go back to Disney so we can see, I don't know what. Well, I'm trying to even think what the next thing is that's coming out at a Disney park. It's escaping me in this exact moment here. Better Zoothether is the next thing that's going to happen. They're replacing the Bugs Life
and it'll probably be good. I mean, listen, that's an attraction that needed to go. That'll probably be fine. But Jonas, the problem is at Disney parks, for the past many years, the world is not the same that it was. And prices have gone up, sure. But there was a way to capture the hearts and minds of families that want to go down and have a good time. So one of the things, for example, you could have done if you were Disney is the last few years, seeing the transformation in technology around us, they could have built lounges everywhere for you to go charge your phone and charge up and have Disney cast members bring you drinks, beverages, so that if it's really raining outside or if it's super hot outside, AKA, hey, you're in Florida, so it's doing that. If they had made it where you could enjoy yourself, instead what Disney has done is, to a large part, they have destroyed indoor spaces. We're looking at Epcot. Epcot is a place where they destroyed Innovations. right? This massive area of indoor space to escape. They won't let you into the Wonders of Life pavilion. All of this indoor space, and by the way, the air conditioning is not as cold as it used to be. You get on Spaceship Earth, by the time you get to the top, you're sweating because the chillers aren't running like they used to. Same thing at all the parks. And Disney has not taken the steps to help people have a wonderful experience when they're down there unless you're willing to spend. And so people don't want to spend a lot of money to go be in discomfort, right? That's a bad idea. So you'll spend $1,000 to walk down the main street and see the castle. But you don't want to spend $1,000 to sweat your rear end off the rest of the day. The kids are crying. You're trying to get on a ride, and you got to pay extra to get on that ride. And then you want to get a Dole Whip or whatever, and it costs $10, $12, whatever it might be these days. People want to be treated well. And somehow that was lost.
Well, it's a great point you make, because what did we hear from Bob Iger about the weather? It's too hot. Nobody wants to come down there. Well, maybe the weather would have less of an impact if you did actually take those measures like you're talking about, Pro, and making a comfortable space and experience for people
here's
to actually
an idea,
go
Vash.
to.
Stop destroying indoor spaces. Stop tearing down buildings where people can go to cool down, get a drink, etc. Like this is not hard.
We'll even say buy a drink, for that matter.
Buy a drink. Sure. Well, they love that.
Well, they want to drink capital D drink, of course. I was speaking about a nice soft drink or a big glass of water.
You just want some more Beverly. Nice, I know. Beverly man.
Hey, man, it's a palate cleanser.
To tell you how dire it is, though, I want to refer back to this Disney Tours blog article right here and just read this little paragraph. Our expectation is that September 2nd through the 12th, 2025, we'll see the lowest crowd numbers of the entire year, and quite possibly the lowest levels in several years. For reference, it was roughly this timeline last year that had the lowest average posted wait times since October 2021, and it was just barely above those numbers. I want to also highlight, too, I think you mentioned it before, Bro, that I think it was Hugh Johnston. He was saying that, hey, the next, our bookings look good, even though he was also saying a couple quarters ago that the next few quarters were going to be down. And I do think that was reflected somewhat in terms of the attendance anyway at Walt Disney World over this summer. It has been historically low. It really, really has. And like we mentioned here, they could have done things to mitigate that. They also could have, perhaps opened that wallet of theirs and actually provide new experiences and in the form of new capital expenditures in order to prepare for the opening of Epic Universe, for example, or the preparation of a slowdown in this summer. They just simply did not do that, and now they might be really paying for it in September.
I love ambiguous responses when you say, hey, can you tell us about capacity? Can you tell us about your, how many people are going through the turnstiles? And the answer is, bookings look good. It's like, yeah, well, I don't know exactly what that means. I can tell you one thing.
They have many levers that they can push.
Yeah, that's right. Well, here's a lever for you, Disney. You have less attractions today than you did before, and the wait times are still dropping down, but lower than what they were before. That's a double whammy that signals to us there's a real problem in attendance. They may still make the money back, though. And why? Because what we talked about before, the special VIP after-hours events and all the booze that's now flowing throughout the parks in Disney, you are paid an arm and a leg and maybe a liver so that you can have a sliver of fun at Disney. I'm proud of myself for that one. Folks, that's the plan. That's how they're going to get their revenues, their margins. It's going to be off your back. We want Disney to be fun again. That's what we desire. Come on, Bob Iger, lift the parks higher. That's what we need.
That's especially what we need right there. And thank you so much for watching this video. Hey, if you haven't yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and make sure you follow us for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media account.